information. It's everywhere, but it isn't always where we need it. And signs are great, but they don't always have power. Well, what are you guys doing, Michael, with this sign, this nicely illuminated sign?
Well, with the Blue Board, we're using a long-range technology, which is a low RF transmission, and basically you can take our boards and update them through a mobile device, through our back-end portal, through our website, and basically update signage digitally throughout the world. It's very sparse in the United States right now, and we're one of the first to use the long-range technology in the United States for our boards.
Let's go back to the technology, but first we'll talk about the use case for this. Because what caught my eye was wire-free, zero power, all-weather. Why don't you explain that?
Okay, so the wire-free, there's no cables or wires connected to our boards. So basically the portability of our sign is what makes it so unique. So if you had a coffee shop or a restaurant, you needed to deploy one of our digital signs somewhere, typical LCD screens, you need an electrician to come in and pull permits. With our sign, with wheeled units and stands, you can move those anywhere you want to. Like a digital frame on a wall, or it would be like a digital frame on a wall with no wires to run and hire a contractor to install those for you.
And the battery lasts for up to 6 months, you said?
Yes, when we run low power mode, the current battery that we have installed, it runs anywhere from 3 to 6 months throughout updates. You could actually even get longer with that once you power the unit off. The image is ultimately retained in the board on the display itself with no power.
And for the person trying to get that message out, the advantage is you don't have to go around with a bunch of pieces of paper and post them everywhere, right?
Exactly, yeah, and that's why we don't have any paper here. We wanted to use our signs to make sure everyone knows that you can replace signage, cardboard, easel signs, and just the future of digital displays.
Well, one of the things that's really innovative about this is this use of low-RAN technologies. Why don't you tell us about how you're using it and how it's innovative?
Sure. We're currently partnered with Multitech, and we're one of the first ones in the United States to use the long-range equipment. And basically, we can get anywhere from 10 to 20 miles, depending on the situations in the environment, I guess, and any interference. But compared to Wi-Fi in like where we're at right now, CES, Wi-Fi is almost non-existent, even though you're at a technology conference. But with long range, we've had updates all day long with our Multitech unit, and like I said, you can go anywhere from 10 to 20 miles, and in the future, probably longer than that.
Now, how does the coffee shop owner, say it's a coffee shop owner, how do they update these signs? Do you have an app, or how does that work?
So basically, we have a portal on our website, and the URL right now is kind of private. It will be released this spring when we have a commercialized unit. So basically, they can log into the back end, they can upload an image. If they have a team, a marketing team, or a person that's dedicated to doing that. So if they had maybe 15 to 26 stores in their region, like for instance, we're out of Cleveland, Ohio. So if we had a coffee shop that had 15 stores, they had one person that could push an update to the image across, and it would update all the signs at once. And
the logistics of that has got to be a huge cost savings, because they don't have to send documents to be printed or anything like that.
Exactly. They don't have to print, they don't have to draw on chalk signs, which could spend up to 4 hours a week doing and changing those out.
And what makes this unique is this is one of the first deployments where data has been transmitted down, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And I imagine that's a challenge. You don't have a lot of bandwidth to work with in the 915 megahertz range, right?
Right. The images that are actually being transmitted are about 6 kilobytes and less. So right now we're using a blue e-paper technology. So it's a grayscale format when it's uploaded, and it's ultimately converted down to a very small file size.
Excellent. So you mentioned it's soon to be commercialized. Obviously, things like this board here will actually go inside the frame, and it's outdoor capable as well. When are we going to see it on the market?
I'm not 100% sure with that. Some of my other team members may get upset if I give you a specific date or promise.
You're obviously in engineering.
Yes. So we are looking for the spring of 2017 for commercialized units.
Excellent. Well, it's great work you've done, and thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Ken.
Thanks.